They said in the Wall Street Journal, the odds of Virginia in those last three plays, winning in overtime, winning by one, all right, against Auburn, and winning in overtime against Texas Tech, the odds were like 1 in 210,000.
Hello everyone, I'm Emma Haupt. Today I'm here with Coach Pete Gillen. He coached at UVA, Providence, and Xavier, and now he works for CBS doing a lot of basketball, college basketball stuff. So it's a pleasure to be sitting with you. Thank you so much for being here.
Great to be with you, Em. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So my first question, not to put you on the spot, I was aware that you had Michigan State beating UVA in the final in your bracket. Is that true?
I had them going to the Elite Eight.
Okay.
I thought Tennessee would knock them off, so I was wrong.
Okay.
I have a right to be wrong, and I exercise that right very often. They said in the Wall Street Journal, the odds of Virginia in those last three plays, winning in overtime, winning by one, all right, against Auburn, and winning in overtime against Texas Tech, the odds were like 1 in 210,000. So it was like Deus ex machina. That's Latin. I study Latin. All right, God came down from the heavens. I mean, Virginia made every big play. They made every clutch play, so mentally tough, but it was just beyond belief all the different things that took place.
Oh, yeah. So in the Auburn game, clock's winding down. We're down. As a former coach with a lot of experience, what play would you have drawn up?
Well, I would have gone to Kyle Guy because he's your best shooter, unbelievable three-point shooter. But I would have put him in the middle of the lane and have two screens on one side, right by the low post, by the block, and one on the other side. And I'd fake coming off the double screen and come off the single screen, curl around, coming from his right to his left and squaring up, there. But I would have gone to him. Tony ran it. He was on the foul line, and he ran down, to the right corner, and he got the ball there. So similar thing. I would have called, it's called a single double. Come off the double screen or the single screen. So I would have faked coming off the double screen, come off the single screen, and get my ball to my best shooter. And you go with your best. You take your best shot with your best player.
What do you think of both Ty Jerome and DeAndre Hunter declaring that they're getting agents, they're going to the NBA draft?
There's a new rule where you can get an agent, he can advise you, and you can explore and go to different teams and try out and still come back. So I think that's a good rule. I think it's good to try it, to test it, and Ty will see, hey, what he can do, and the NBA guys will work him out and everything else, so he'll see it. He'll get good feedback. So he might still come back. And I hope he does. I think he needs one more year. He could play in the NBA. He's a great, great player. And he's from New York City area where I'm from, so I'm a little partial. I'm from Brooklyn, but I'm partial. But I think it's good. The NCAA is starting to wake up a little bit because it's, they make $1 billion a year. They make a fortune from sports. So share the wealth a little bit and give the student athletes a chance to, explore the different things. So I think it's good they're both doing it, to find out, and they'll decide what's best for them. Everybody's situation is different. Everybody's family's different. What's right for one might not be right for the other. So I wish them both well.
So then, do you think that with these players deciding maybe to go to the draft and then having Tony Bennett having some players already doing well in the NBA, do you think that UVA could be a very prospective school for recruits to say, oh, I'm going to go to UVA and I'm going to go to the NBA?
No question. I think it's a great, when you win the national title, it opens up so many doors you can't believe. People have heard of UVA. They heard of Coach Tony Bennett, a great coach, but they don't know that much about it. People in the Midwest and the West Coast. So now they say, wow, what a great guy, what a great coach, what great young kids they got plays on the team. So I think they're going to get more and more opportunities. So if they do lose some of these guys, they're going to get some new opportunities. And not just players, all right? You're going to get students that are great students. Say, wow, I heard of UVA. Boy, that's fun. I want to... and believe it or not, you're going to get administrators and teachers. Teachers love basketball, some of them. Might be some doctors for the med school, you know what I mean, or the hospital, or some administrators, or the law school, or, so it helps in so many different ways. There's so many people like different sports. Some people like baseball, they like football, they like, wrestling or soccer, whatever it might be, lacrosse. But basketball, a lot of people like that. You know what I mean? They're not just, players and students, they're professors, and they're, talented people, surgeons, doctors, that some of them might be attracted to UVA. I've heard of it. What is it like? And they go, oh my God, this is, and so it opens up, let people know what a great, great school it was. My son went here, I worked here for 7 years, so I know that. But not everybody in the country knows what a great place it is. But winning a national title has helped the school a lot, open up some more windows and avenues for other people.
So, kind of just talking about Tony Bennett again, he was criticized for having the, worst loss in basketball history. I don't even want to talk about it, but to NBC. to going to win the national championship.
Right.
What does that say to you about his ability to coach?
Well, it's an unbelievable story. Number one, to go from really down and dejected and losing. But once again they lost. It was a very tough loss. But DeAndre Hunter didn't play. People don't want to hear about that, but that's the best play didn't play, so that hurts. But that just shows you that hey, they owned it. Hey, this is it. It happened to us. We own it. All right, now let's go from here. What are we going to do? We're going to feel sorry for ourselves, and we're going to learn from it, grow from it. So that shows you the character of the people, the mental toughness, the togetherness, the grit, the determination. So I think you learn. A lot of times you learn more from losing than you do from winning. So I think it's a great story to show anybody. Hey, I'm down the dump. I got fired. I can still make it up to the top of the mountain. Hey, Virginia did it. They were down. They still had a great season, but it was really, it's crushing to lose that way. All right, but they grew from it, and it showed, the character of the team, the mental toughness, and the togetherness of it. And not a lot of people would come back from that right away to win the national title. It's an amazing story.
So then, do you think Tony's going to stay a while?
I think so. I think so. I think maybe way back in his mind, he wouldn't mind coaching in the NBA, to be very honest with you. All right. I don't know, once again, that he'll leave, but I think that's somewhere back of his mind. Now, I'm not saying he'll go. I don't know if he will, but I think he'll stay. I think he'll be here for a long time.
If you could put UVA's season from this year in one word, what word would you choose?
I would say awesome would be the word. That's what I would say. Okay.